In ancient times, there lived a man in a village who had kept a horse. That man had 4 sons, all of whom were dear to him, but they were the biggest fools you could imagine. The father passes away. And what do these geniuses do? They sit down together and discuss, who will keep the horse now that our father is gone? They decide, after much thought, that they'll just cut the horse in half and each take a leg. But hold on, they didn't know how to split the rest of the horse's body. While they stood there scratching their heads, wondering what to do, a man walked by and, seeing their confusion, kindly asked, "Brothers, what's the matter? You look like you're in a bit of a pickle." One of the brothers, with a serious face, replied, "We are 4 brothers, and we need to figure out how to divide this horse equally among us." The man, probably trying not to laugh, said, "Oh, that's easy. Just sell the horse and split the money." All 4 brothers thought, "What a brilliant idea," and off they went to sell the horse. But here's where things went south. As they passed through a forest that night, they were so tired from the journey that they fell asleep, deep sleep. Suddenly, a thief saw this opportunity, snuck up to the horse, and took it away. One brother woke up later, looked around, and shouted, "The horse is gone." Now, the brothers, naturally, began arguing. One said, "Ramzan Khan must have stolen it. We'll see in the morning." The next morning, they set out to find him. As they walked, they noticed camel tracks, and now, the brothers, each more ridiculous than the last, began analyzing them. One said, "Look, these are the footprints of a male camel." Another chimed in, No, it's a blind camel. See, one eye's missing." And the third brother, "Wait, maybe it broke the rope and ran off?" They continued this nonsense until they bumped into a man looking for his camel. The brothers, of course, each had a different theory on what kind of camel it was. The man looked at them and said, "You know so much about camels and yet you're denying everything. You must have stolen my camel. Let's go to the king." Now, they all marched to the king's court. And the accusations started flying. One man said, "These 4 brothers knew everything about my camel. They must have stolen it." Another man came forward, "My wife was missing, and they told me everything about her. These are the ones who kidnapped her." The king turned to the brothers and asked, "What do you have to say for yourselves?" And what did the brothers reply? "Oh, your majesty, we know everything. We're just not sure about anything." The king, shaking his head, said, "Let's see if you really know anything. I'll test you." And so, he locked a pomegranate inside a box and asked them, "What's inside?" The brothers started looking at each other. The eldest said, "It's round." The second said, "It has a crown on it." The third said, "It has seeds." The fourth said, "Isn't it obvious? It's a pomegranate." The king smiled. Finally, someone spoke sense. "Well, you're not completely useless after all. Here's the money for the horse. Now, go on and get your sheep, goats, and everything else." But wait, the real fun begins here. After buying sheep and goats, the brothers were on their way back to the village when they stopped in a forest to rest. And guess what happened? They started panicking. One brother screamed, "The goats are breaking the poles." Another shouted, "The sheep are plotting to kill us." What a disaster! They ran away from the scene and thought they were in real danger. But just wait, it gets even better. One brother, thinking they were safe, threw a stone at a sheep and yelled, "I killed one, now let's run." And so, they kept running, until they got so tired that they couldn't even count how many brothers were left. They kept forgetting to count themselves, yes, forgetting. 1, 2, 3, where's the 4th? They cried. A horseman passing by saw this chaos and thought, "Oh no, these guys are definitely idiots." He asked them, "What will I get if I help you count?" The brothers, eager to get out of trouble, said, "If you help us, we'll be your slaves forever." So, the horseman helped them out, and the brothers were as happy as can be. But, as you can guess, the madness didn't stop there. Every task they were given, feeding the bulls, watching the mother, harvesting crops, ended in disaster. The oxen were fed straw, the sugarcane was roasted, and the sheep, well, the sheep were eaten by wolves. When the horseman returned and saw the chaos, he couldn't believe his eyes. He kicked the brothers out, but not before one final test, digging a grave. The